In my office, which means that this is episode 2 of Ask TracyT TV. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys already know how this works. You send me your questions via video and then I answer them on camera. So I'm going to skip the long introduction. If you want to know more about this particular web series, I will link episode 1 down below. But let's jump right into our question. And the question of today is from TracyAnne Clark. So let's get right to it.
Hi, my name is TracyAnne. I am a makeup artist and a beauty vlogger. Before I get into my question, I just wanted to say thank you, Tracy, because you are the bomb. And no, really, you're a wonderful teacher, a wonderful friend, a wonderful mentor. You're like everything that someone would look for in a really great mentor. So I follow you a lot on social media, and I see you writing posts about, you know, things that you're doing, upcoming events, and even like motivational quotes, which is like amazing, and it's just so inspiring. So my question to you is, what does a typical day for Tracy Timberlake look like? And what keeps you motivated?
Awesome questions, TracyAnne. So first, let me say, how gorgeous is she, right? Just beautiful. Like she said, she is a makeup artist. She does have a YouTube channel, so be sure to check her out. Her link will be down below if you want to look like her and have your makeup be amazing. She does great makeup tutorials, so yeah, go to her channel, subscribe to her. Let's support everyone who's trying to make it in the YouTube community. And second, thank you so much for your kind words. Like, that means the world to me. Like, seriously, it really does. So one of her questions was about staying motivated and what motivates you, and I think that that is definitely something. Like, my clients, my students in my courses, they motivate me. They motivate me to be better and to be able to provide as much information and as much content and as much knowledge to them so that they can grow in their own businesses. Stepping into my purpose, if you want to call it, was the best thing that I've ever done. And I do believe that my purpose is to help other people realize their purpose so that they can live a life that they absolutely love. I think that that's really important, especially as women. We carry so much inside. Like, we have so many gifts, and I find a lot of times that those are suppressed because we have obligations. We need to do this, we need to do that. We have families, and we have, you know, jobs that we don't even like, but we do it because we have certain responsibilities that we need to take care of. I think that if women would just step into their true power and their true purpose, life just becomes so much better. Seriously, the best thing I've ever done. And it's definitely one of the things that motivates me, because now I am able to help other women experience the same kind of freedom that I've been able to experience by doing that. And so if you are one of those people and you're like, oh gosh, like, I hate my job, I hate my degree, I hate everything that I'm doing, and I know that I'm meant for something more, then I am talking to you, because if you have that fire in your belly to do something else, then you probably should be. So you need to make space for the things that you desire. And if you desire a different life than the one that you currently have, make space for that. Go figure out how to make it work, right? I mean, that's all that I kind of did. And I was just able to do it very quickly because I made the decision that my desires, my dreams, my purpose, those things are important. So you need to make the same decision for yourself. And that motivates me, really being able to help other people do that and help them grow into the woman that they're supposed to become. So that's one thing that motivates me. Obviously, my family motivates me, friends. My core values are generosity. I love to give. And the more money I make, the more money I can give. So that's a huge motivational factor for me. And also just collaboration and being in a space with other like-minded women, being able to mutually benefit from one another's knowledge and expertise and experience, and being in that collaborative space is another thing that motivates me as well. Awesome question. I think that that's super important, because motivation, I've done a whole video on motivation. As a matter of fact, I will link that down below, because some people wait to be motivated to like take action. So even though those are the things that motivate me, sometimes I'm not motivated and I just have to kind of put one foot in front of the other. So that video that I did before on how to stay motivated. That should help you if you are a person who's looking for more motivation. The second question, or the first question I should say, that she asked was about what my day looks like. And my days look very different because I can make them look that different. And it's really cool. She mentioned, you know, the events that I go to and things like that. I started to make it a point to get away from behind my laptop and go out into the real world and start to meet, you know, real people out there who are not online entrepreneurs, but people who are doing stuff in the real world. And so there are days where I go to events. There are days where I go to multiple events, as a matter of fact. Some days I work from my bed all day long. Some days I work in here. A lot of the times I work in here because I find that being in my office space, now that it's redesigned a little bit, gives me a sense of inspiration by being in here. So really my days are very different depending on what needs to get done. I do keep my planner. I'm glad that I have it in here so I can show you. I've talked about this planner on so many occasions. I think I've talked about it on my YouTube channel. I've definitely done live streams about it, talked about it in my Facebook group all the time, but everything sort of goes in my planner. So at the beginning of the week, I write down everything that needs to happen, and I kind of just do like a brain dump on like pieces of paper, notepads, notebooks, whatever. I do a brain dump of everything that I'm thinking, everything that kind of needs to get done, and then I start to prioritize them, and I prioritize everything inside of my daily planner. This planner, by the way, is the best one I have found when it comes to outlining your days. I love, love, love this planner. I've talked about it on so many occasions, but because of the way that it's outlined, you can put what you're doing at what time of the day. And so I just make sure that my days are planned. I live a very full life. Every day is an adventure for me, which I love. I love it that way. But at the same time, I have the freedom to choose. If I don't want to get work done, then I just don't get work done, right? If I want to sit by the pool, or if I want to go to the beach and sit on my laptop and work from there, then I can do that because I have chosen to live this laptop lifestyle, this, you know, freedom from the 9-to-5 job kind of life. So it really is a choice, and I want to make that very clear that you have the opportunity in front of you to do anything that you want. If your life is currently not what you desire for it to be, then it is up to you to make the changes necessary to create the life that you want. And I truly believe that because I've done that. I've done that. And I've had clients that have done that. I've walked them through the process because that is what I do. I think that everyone should be able to live according to their purpose and do the things that they want to do in an effort to be of service to the world. And whatever that is for you is what it is. If you want to be a doctor, then obviously that looks a little bit different than being an entrepreneur. But if you're like, I want to be a life coach, I want to be an author, I want to be a makeup artist, I want to be a painter, I want to draw on sidewalks with chalk, whatever the case is, you have the opportunity in front of you. So all you have to do is make a decision to move in the direction of your goals. I have an entire goal setting workshop. If you have not signed up for that, then I will put that link down below as well so that you can get the recording. But it's 3 hours of literally me walking you through step by step how to set goals for yourself and then how to achieve them. It's the only way that I was able to create the lifestyle that I wanted. I knew in my head what I wanted my Mondays to look like, and it did not consist of getting up and driving in rush hour traffic and sitting behind a desk all day long. Did I do that for a period of time? Yes, until I became extra clear on what it was I wanted. I'm gonna film a whole video on that and how I quit my job and all that stuff because I think that that's important. Power of decision is all that is yours. And so you literally can decide. And any decision you make will be supported, and you'll start to see things come into your experience, but you have to make a decision. You have to stand firm in that, and you can't be wishy-washy. You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna have a plan B and a plan C and a plan D. No, I don't believe in plan Bs. I have a plan A. One plan. This is the purpose. This is the mission. This is what I am doing. And so once I was dead set on that concept, things kind of started to happen. I went on a tangent, talking about my day. Let me sort of just give you an example of what my week looks like, so that way you kind of know. This was my schedule from a couple weeks ago. So on Monday, in the mornings, I always do my daily mindset practice. If you do not have a mindset practice, that is gonna be 90% of your success. So I highly suggest having a mindset practice every morning. I do my meditation, affirmation, my reading, my prayer time, all that stuff happens in the morning. Okay, then let's see, I worked out at 11, then I had to film 3 videos. Then I had a radio interview at 4 o'clock, and then I had a training to do for a company in the evening. And then on Tuesday, again, morning mindset practices. At 9, I edited a video. I worked out at 11. I had another radio interview at 12:30, and then I did some social media content creation for the like a bulk of time, and then I had 2 client calls back to back in the afternoon, one at 4 and then one at 5:30, and then I scheduled in my TV time, because if I don't schedule in TV time, then I tend to not watch TV. So, but I want to watch TV sometimes. It's a good relaxation thing. Wednesday, daily mindset practice in the morning, worked out at 11, worked on my dissertation for a good chunk of time, had another client call, and then I had a coaching call with my own coach for Wednesday, and that was all I did Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I worked out. Thursdays is usually like I don't do very much work like with clients or anything on Thursdays. That's kind of like my run errands day. So what did I do? I worked out. I had a call with a business partner, but it was like work, but it wasn't like super duper work. And then I did I went out and like ran some errands, and then I had a meeting at church, and then I had an event to go to that evening. Fridays are like off days for me, didn't do anything on that day. So there was nothing. I didn't even work out. I just kind of lounged around in my house and did nothing. Saturday I filmed, had a wedding to go to, then went to a volunteer dinner at church, and then Sunday is usually like a church day. So that's what those are like my days. If you look at my calendar, it's not really that exciting. People ask me to do like daily vlogs, or can you show us what you do every day? And I'm like, but it's not really that exciting, you know? So, but anyway, if you're interested, that's kind of what my day looks like. It consists of a lot of social media, filming, client calls, and events. That's kind of it, which is great, because it's what I love to do. I love it. For somebody else, they might be like, oh my gosh, that sounds like the worst job ever. But for me, because I can do most of it in my pajamas or in my yoga pants, best job on the planet. So that is it for this episode of Ask TracyT TV. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode, where there will be more questions from you answered by me, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.